guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know as a lot of you are going back to school, you want to see some back to school makeup looks, and especially I wanted to do something really affordable, stuff that you can find at your drugstore or just really great prices that are definitely worth going out there for and ordering online. I definitely have a lot of really great affordable products for you guys to check out, and especially hopefully there's some that maybe you haven't seen before, but I definitely recommend. Also check the description box down below. I'll list reviews of those products so you can have a more in-depth, you know, kind of discussion with me about those. So if you guys want to see how I got this easy, affordable look, just keep on watching. So I've already primed my face and I'm using the Maybelline Master Prime in Blur and Illuminate, and I really like this one because I have dry skin. They also have one more, say for like oily skin, you kind of want to just even out some texture, but I definitely love this one. So foundation, it's up to you, and then I feel like especially depending what grade you're going into, what year of college you're going into in general. I know honestly I didn't start wearing face foundation till I was about 20. I started wearing makeup, eyeliner, eyeshadow at like 16, not until college. So couple of options, especially I feel like if you're in high school, maybe you want to go more the tinted moisturizer BB cream route. I love the Sonia Kashuk tinted moisturizer so much, but for me personally right now, especially because color wise I have like two foundations that really match my color really well, I'm going to go with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, and I love this one especially, and I would definitely suggest whether what age you are in general, try to go something with a little bit lighter feeling, because sometimes you're going back to school, especially I know it's here still in Chicago, it's still August, it's still really hot, still really humid, so you definitely want something that's not gonna just, you know, slide off your face and feel really heavy and cakey. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my Real Techniques sponge, really affordable. I think you can get two of these. They have them in 2-packs or individuals. I would definitely say get a 2-pack for about $10. Get these at Ulta or Walgreens, but if you can't afford the Beauty Blender, this is definitely a really great alternative. I would say everybody's different when it comes to makeup. Everybody's mama's different when it comes to makeup. You know, when she'll allow you to wear makeup. My mom was like, not till you're 16, can you wear makeup? And honestly, I would only do about eyeliner. I didn't really feel like I needed to do foundation. I had breakouts here and there, but it just wasn't a concern to me. And honestly, I would say wait for as long as possible to you know, use face products, because just preserve your skin. The longer you wait without makeup, the better your skin's gonna be. And my mother always told me that, but I never listened. All I wanted to do was wear makeup, and you won't listen to your mother either, because all you want to do is wear makeup. But definitely something to keep in mind. I feel like a lot of the clients who I work with who don't ever really wear makeup, their skin is just so beautiful, and I'm like, what's your skincare, you know, routine? And they're like, one of my friends, she's like, I use Dial soap. Her grandma, I use Dial soap. You don't really have these intense, you know, skincare regimens that you have to, you know, think about. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I have mine in the shade 10 Light, and I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes to more than anything conceal. We're not going to do any like crazy highlighting. And when it comes to, you know, doing makeup before school or even now before work, honestly my whole strategy is kind of try to do what's most important first, and what you don't have time for, you either do on your commute or it just honestly doesn't get done. You try to find time to sneak in to do it, because you'll realize, like, honestly, yeah, take advantage of wanting to do your makeup, having the energy to do your makeup in the beginning of school, because after a while, once you're up at like 3-4 a.m. pulling all-nighters, and say you only have a 10 a.m. that's across the street of your dorm, you will not even feel like wearing makeup. It's, you know, come midterms and finals, it's sweatpants and sweater season. So if you can, kudos to you if you can find the energy to put on makeup. To set underneath my eyes, I'm going to take my e.l.f. This is my contour palette, and I actually mixed my contour palette and it has that illuminating palette, and I popped out the highlighter from the contour palette and actually stuck in the one from the illuminating palette. And I wish I actually also had, this is a sign that I need to pick up their blush palettes, because I love these. You can customize them and maybe just, you know, pop in a blush here or something and just have everything in one palette. So I'm actually going to take this highlighting shade, this matte highlighting shade, and just set underneath my eyes that concealer. You can use your foundation as well, especially if you're in a hurry, but honestly this lighter powder, it's gonna help make a bigger difference in like creasing or, you know, getting a little bit cakey underneath your eyes. To set my face, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Maybelline Dream Wonder powder and a dual fiber brush, and I actually need to get a new one. I'm like trying to get as much product as possible, and I'm just gonna lightly set my foundation. Honestly, eventually you will be cutting out so many products. I think later we'll probably do the 5-minute makeup challenge for you guys, so the life challenge for you guys. Eventually maybe we'll add a second video to this when it's like, alright, I want to look cute, but, or I just want to look decent rather. This is the I want to look cute, but still, you know, it's not like taking forever. Later it's gonna be I just want to look decent, and then after a while it's like I'm letting my skin breathe, so I'm not wearing makeup. That's my excuse a lot of the times. Going back into the e.l.f. contour palette, I'm going to take this bronzy shade and just kind of bronze up my face. I'm not really too worried about or focused on contouring because I don't normally have too much time for that. If you have time, go ahead and add a quick contour. But I think I'd rather just spend the time just bronzing back up my face and adding some dimension. So I wish I would have picked up the e.l.f. blush palette, so I could have just mixed in a blush in here. I'm definitely going to do that next. But, you know, just get any blush, a really great affordable blush that I like. This is the Jordana blushes. These are about $2. I'll link down below my review and demo I did of so many Jordana products. Really, really affordable. Most of them like $3, $5 and under. But I'm going to use the one in Rose Silk. This is a really cute pinky type of a blush, and for $2 you cannot beat that, especially if you are on that college student budget. Just gonna take an e.l.f. Up and Up brush and then just put that on my cheeks. And you know, don't feel like you have to use bronzer and blush. If you're just more of a bronzer girl, just use bronzer and just kind of bring it up to your cheeks. And if you're not a bronzer girl, just go ahead and use a blush. I personally am a both. I need bronzer. I'd rather, if I had to choose, I think I'd choose the bronzer, just because my face is a little bit more rounder. But I like both if I have time. Honestly, you're probably gonna just start cutting things out, cutting these out of your life as the semester goes on. But you know, enjoy them while you can. And then just going ahead and taking my same dual fiber brush and just blending these two together. And sometimes I just do this mascara and, you know, just comb through the brows real quick. That's a great strategy if you don't have time. But if you have time, we're gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take the Essence eyeshadow base, also really affordable, $2-3 max. I will also link down below the review and demo I did of Essence products. I'm gonna actually list down below the review and demo that I did of Jordana products, Essence products, and Catrice cosmetics. Very, very affordable. So if you are in a budget, if you are in like high school and college, you want to start playing around with makeup. And honestly, in this video specifically, I don't know if you're noticing, but I'm trying to use either Drugstore or just in general affordable makeup products, including these brushes as well. Just because honestly, I know in high school definitely I could not afford makeup forever. I personally could not afford makeup forever. A lot of these MAC products, I couldn't afford Laura Mercier. I'm like, okay, let's make this a realistic drugstore makeup tutorial. Even in college I dabbled in it here and there, but I mean, it's okay in college to, you know, be broke, you know, just have $2 in your name, but to have that, you know, amazing highlight. It's okay, you can kind of get away with being a little bit more irresponsible, but at the same time, you know, you're living off ramen as well, so you pick and choose. I'm just gonna set that Essence product with some of that face powder. I'm using a Real Techniques setting brush. I love this brush. So the eyeshadow palette that I want to use today, this is the Carli Bybel palette. And I definitely wanted to use an affordable eyeshadow palette. This is only about $14, $15. And this was limited edition, but they now have this available at Ulta. So I was like, you know what? I want to use this palette for this tutorial because it's so affordable, and if you guys haven't already seen it, you get so many eyeshadows and you get face highlights that you can double as eyeshadows. I think this is really great for the value. BH Cosmetics collaboration with Carli Bybel. I love it. And the fact that they sell it at Ulta now, if you can't find it in stores because it is flying off the shelves, try to look online. It's definitely worth it. I mean, if you even want to like save even more money, you know, split it with your roommate and you guys can share it. And I love this because you can get daytime looks and then you can transition it for the party time looks in the evening or school dances, whatever you may need. I love this. This is so versatile. So the first shade I'm going to take is this kind of mauve shade, and I'm going to put that into my transition. Once again, we're going to just kind of keep it simple. I'm not going to do a really complicated eye look because you're pinched for time, you know. You don't have that much time to be spending on, you know, like cut crease or, you know, glitter, you know, pigments and just all this complicated stuff. For college, like I said, you're gonna be way too tired after a while from, you know, just staying up all night studying. High school, you have to get up early. I don't know how I got up early for high school. I personally went to high school in the north suburbs. I would have to get up at the crack of dawn, 5 a.m. to travel all the way to high school. I could have gone in the city, public school. I was supposed to go to Walter Payton. If you're familiar with it here in Chicago, but my mom's like, no, you got a scholarship for high school, so you're gonna go to a private school all the way hasta la chingada, far as hell. So I was like, I am up, the sun is not up, like this is a problem. But we made it 4 years. I could get up at 5 a.m. for high school, but getting up for my 10 a.m. in college, that was so hard. I probably used up all my energy, but then that was hard to, you know, even want to try to do any crazy kind of eyeshadow looks. Then we're gonna go ahead and take this creamy vanilla shade and I'm gonna put this on my lid. And if you notice, normally when I do my regular like crazy more dramatic tutorials, I do the eyes first and then we do foundation and everything, clean up under the eyes. But as I said, I do what's important first, so I definitely want to get foundation and concealer on, and if we just don't have time for it, we just don't do the eyes. And it's not like I ever do anything too complicated, so therefore I don't have to, like, you know, brush anything off. And then just gonna take a smidge of the shimmery shade if you want to get a little crazy with it, for your 9 a.m. class. But just adds a little, it's nothing too crazy, but it just adds a little pop for the lid. And if you add that little white base, it just helps it stand out a little bit more. And I'm using, this is the Sonia Kashuk shader brush. I think this is one of their older ones, but the newer ones work just as well. Super duper affordable. You can get these at Target. I bought these, I don't know how long ago. I was probably like 16, 17 when I bought these, and they are still going strong. For flat shader brushes, honestly, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. My e.l.f. ones work just as well. Then you can leave it like this, but if you just want to add a little bit of dimension, I'm just giving you options. Like I said, keeping it simple, but if you want to take it up a smidge, you can definitely just go into this kind of purpley shade and go in. I'm going in with a Morphe M433. If you just want to add a little bit extra dimension, just going in V-shape into the crease. And then this is how blending that lid shade as well. So now for the brows, so you can do both of these, you can do one of these. So what I'm going to use is the NYX Microbrow pencil, and I'm actually going to show you. I'm quickly just going to fill these in. I'm trying to sculpt, I'm not trying to arch, I'm not trying to make them look super fancy. You can just use this and then just kind of quick run through, and then if you want to fill in the rest, basically use a brow gel like the Essence brow gel, or if you're getting super lazy, eventually in days you're just going to use a brow gel just to comb through your hair. And normally I don't show this because I am trying to like get those real nice dramatic brows, but this is just, you know, just to get these filled in and just let them look nice. So I usually just kind of run through on the bottom really quick, very light hand, and then I kind of sculpt it out on the top. Not even sculpt, just kind of draw and then just commence to fill in. And so if you're doing this like on the bus and you have a bus driver who's just constantly stopping, be very careful, or you will end up with angry brows, and just kind of comb through, and that could just, there you go, just huge difference in your brow. Just easy brows, nothing crazy, not concealing underneath, not super duper shaping, and then just going in with the other brow. So this is where having thick brows like my father actually do come in handy. Because you don't have to draw in too much, just kind of define and add in places that may be missing little mini brow hairs. But the maintenance of them and getting them done every 2 weeks, that is a pain. But for right now, we will appreciate them. And then just comb through. The more often you kind of comb through as you're doing them, the less product you will feel like you have to use, because you're like, oh, okay, that part's covered now. And what pain, we got brows. You could just do a quick run through like that. And if you want to set them with the Essence Make Me Brow, feel free to go ahead and use that. Sometimes I just go ahead and use this, especially if you have a thicker brow like me. All you have to do is just kind of fill that in. It has like little fibers, so it like adds like little hairs. So even if you just, you know, didn't have that much time to fill in with the pencil, you can just do the rest with this, or just use this. So I personally am a wing liner girl. I love wing liner. I grew up seeing wing liners. Like, I need wing liner. I like it for my eye shape. Not everybody is, and honestly, especially like in college and high school, sometimes I would just use my wing liner and mascara and we were good. That was just my look. That's just what I do. Not everybody's into it, but especially when you're in a rush, sometimes trying to get that wing to be nice and sharp and precise, not even sharp, not even precise, but just try to get it on, that can be a bit of a struggle. So what I've learned to do especially is maybe go in with more of a pencil liner product, or just straight up with the powder and a brush just to kind of put that in. Right now I don't have a black powder. I personally prefer a black powder or use like a dark brown. So what I'll go in with first, this is the Rimmel Scandalize, and this is in the shade brown. And honestly, this is just so much quicker and easier. And just draw this on your lower lash line, and that still gives you that dimension, especially if you're like me. And without wing liner, people mistake you for an intern, or like you're in high school or still in college, when in fact you're actually 25. So it matures me in a way that I like, and it adds a little bit dimension to my eye. And you don't have to be super precise with this. And because this is creamy, let me just say, this is creamy eyeliner. I love the way that it glides. Make sure to set it with a powder, especially if it's still like hot out. That will go everywhere. So I don't know if you noticed, but I already just kind of gave my eye some dimensions, but do not forget to set it. First time I decided to play around with cream liner on my lash line, I did not set it. Decided to do a volleyball outing. That was not good. Nobody told me I had raccoon eyes. That was fun. So then you're gonna go back into the Carli Bybel palette and take that brown shade, and just with a flat shader brush, this is the Morphe M48, tap it off just on the tip mostly, and then just set that. And you can kind of smoke it out if you want. So people are like, ew, you went for the smudged out smoky look. No, I was just being really lazy and in a hurry, but they don't have to know. And the mascara that I'm going to use, another product for the really affordable, Jordana Best Lash Extreme Mascara. This is about $3, $4 max, depending where you're at. You might find it for cheaper. This mascara is amazing. This is definitely one of my favorites. I've used Chanel, I've used Benefit, I've used all these different mascaras. I love those, but geez, this is definitely up there with those high-end mascaras. You can find these at Walgreens, if not Jordana Cosmetics or Kmart, and then just, you know, go with it. So you can go ahead and leave the bottom part of your eyes blank. I like that look. A lot of people like that look. If you don't have enough time, I like that look. Or you can just go back in. Gonna go back in with that mauve shade and just add a little bit of dimension down there if you feel like it. And just real quick with the pencil brush, just add a little bit of that color underneath. Or you can just leave it blank. It's up to you. Go in with that purple and just add some down below as well. If you have some extra time, this makes a huge difference. Rimmel Scandalize eyeliner in Nude, and just take that and put that on your waterline, and it just opens up your eyes even more. So I don't know if you can tell the difference. A little bit of a difference. Also, personal preference, go ahead and use mascara on your lower lashes. Some people like it, some people don't. I like it. If it's really hot out, maybe I might skip it. For lipstick is the hardest thing ever for me to choose. I'll usually, in my makeup bag I carry it with me, I'll usually pack like 5 to like 7 lipsticks in there because I can't choose. And that's maybe a thing I'll just think about on my way and I'll put on, or throughout the day if you want to switch it up. Even for this video I'm like, crap, what lipstick should I use? So I actually decided to go with, I was like, what would kind of work best? And one that I really like using in general, this is a NYX, this is a liquid suede lipsticks. This one is in the shade Soft Spoken. I love this lipstick. It's really great neutral, but what I love about these is that they're not completely matte, so they're not going to feel like, especially if you have class all day, you're not going to feel like, oh, my lips are cracking, they're drying, like it's just getting uncomfortable, I want to take it off, but you can need like an oil or something. So they won't feel like that. They will be long lasting though, in the way that you don't have to reapply and reapply, you know, a creamier type of lipstick. That's just an option for if you kind of have those issues. You don't want to have to constantly reapply, but you don't want something super mattifying that's going to be uncomfortable on the lips, so it's not going to stay matte all day. So you can definitely just leave it like this. An option for you if you want to go a little bit crazy, especially on your first day, you want to go all out, you want to add that glow, but you don't want to add that disco shimmer. I'm going to go back in. Basically that color I took, this is more the pinky highlight from the Illuminate palette. I love this. This is a really nice natural glow for the skin. So especially even if like you want to do this for school or for work, you want to glow, but you don't want to, you know, let people know you have an actual shimmer on. I love these. Don't forget to set your face with a setting spray. I really like the Wet n Wild makeup setting spray. This is only $5 and I love the size that this fits in my travel makeup bag with me, so if I need to kind of refresh and reapply, you can definitely go ahead and do that. So that is a completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'm adding options in there. You can definitely just skip the eyeshadow, you can skip the bronzer, just do blush, do no blush, just bronzer. It's up to you. Let me know if you want me to do that 5-minute makeup, like 5-10 minute max makeup, because I have a feeling you will be needing it soon. Or you know what, just go barefaced, do that natural skin cleanse. Your, you know, face will definitely, your skin will definitely love you for it. But if you still want to look somewhat presentable and do minimal makeup, let me know down below and I can do that video as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe to keep up with some more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.